Hey everyone, Tristan back with another video. And in this screen recording video, I'm going to show you how you can set your iPhone always on display to only come on when you're driving or moving. This also works for biking and motorcycling. And then to automatically turn off when you're not driving or when you get out of the car. I find this really useful because I don't always want the always on display on like when I'm at home, but I find it really useful to have it on when I'm driving. So what you're first going to do is check the focus. And you go to settings here and then focus. And what you're going to want to make sure to do is make sure that under driving, that it is set to automatically turn on here while driving. So that's the first thing that you want to set. Again, that's in settings and focus. Once that's set, then what you're going to want to do is go to the Shortcuts app. And I've got them set up here. These are how they're going to look once they're done. The two automations, the two shortcuts are for when driving is turned off and for when driving is turned on. So you can set the always on display here to turn off and turn on, based on the fact if you're driving or not. What you're going to want to do to set that up is under automations in the Shortcuts app. The automation tab is in the middle there. Click on the plus sign and then scroll down to where it says driving and then click on that. And then the first one you'll set up is when driving is turned on. And then I usually have it set to run immediately and then don't notify me because I don't need to receive a notification. I can just have it do it automatically. Then click on next, then click on create new shortcut. And then just do a search for always on display. Or just type in always, and you'll see that it pops up here. Set always on display will pop up for you. So click on that, and then that's pretty much set for you. Make sure that the on is clicked because you can actually check that to on or off. So that's something that you want to check when driving is turned on. You want the always on display to turn on. Then click the checkbox there on the top right, and that'll automatically set it up for you as I have it here. Now, you also want to set up another one to have it turn off, right? So when driving is turned off, then you want to actually have the always on display turn off. So click next there to go through the same process. Click on shortcut, type always. And then here you want to just click that to set off, right? So when the driving is turned off, set the always on display to turn off. Then click the checkbox. Once those are both set up, you will have a screen that looks like mine in terms of the lists of the different automations there. So the two bottom ones here are what you will have, and it works really well. I find it really useful just because, again, I don't like to have the always on display, always on like when I'm at home. It does take a little bit of battery power. Not much, but it does take some. And I just find that I don't need it always on. Like I keep my iPhone kind of on my nightstand and it kind of glows a little bit when the screen is set to always on, when the always on display is on. So when I'm at home, I just don't need that on, but I do find it quite useful to have on when I'm driving because I have instant access to all my notifications, instant access to the weather, instant access to the time and stuff like that. So I find this automation really quite useful. So thanks for watching. For any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them. I hope this was helpful, and see you in my next video.